All right. So today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my dog, TMal Hk.
So,
how's everything going, King?
Man, it's great, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no complaint, man. This some of the best days of a nigga life, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So let's get into it. You coming from Albany?
Albany, Georgia.
Was you born and raised there?
Born and raised, man.
Okay.
Fever Putney, Paramount, them two hospitals we got, you know what I'm saying? I was one of the Paramount babies, you know what I'm saying?
Paramount baby. So it's two hospitals?
Yeah, two hospitals.
Okay. Cool. So, give us a little rundown of your history in Albany, like, coming up.
Oh, man. Well, pretty much that same single parent story that most of us have growing up, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's just my mom raised me. I'm the baby of two kids, you know what I'm saying? Me and my sister and all that. So, that was the household I was raised in with my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? God bless the dead and everything. But my sister, she left and moved out the house, when I was probably like 12 years old. She went in the military and all that. So I had to become like a man real fast, you know what I'm saying? Because when nobody died but my mama, my granddaddy at that point. So I had to learn how to be the man in the house and stuff like that at a real young age.
Right, yeah. Okay, cool.
But I started doing music, man. I started doing music when I was young. That's what.
How old?
I started when I was 9.
9, okay.
I wrote my first song when I was 9 years old. And I performed for the first time in front of an audience on stage when I was 10 years old. And I've been doing that ever since.
What was your, you remember that experience?
Yeah. It was like Apollo, like how they do the Showtime at the Apollo on TV. But this one here was in our city, like a local Apollo thing. But they had it at the college. We got a big college called Albany State University, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I had my first performance at that place. And it was like probably about 200 or 300 people in there because there was a bunch of kids auditioning to be in the Apollo and everything. Back then, I used to go by the name Top Dog.
Top Dog?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think a lot of people went by Dog or something. I went by J-Dog back then for some fucking reason. Yeah. Dog was cool, I guess, because Snoop back then, I guess.
And then eventually I took the top off and just called myself T-Dog.
T-Dog.
Yeah.
So it was T-Dog at first?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then as I got older, you know what I'm saying, I started trying to come up with a better name because I ain't like that. And then I saw how some rappers go by their regular name. So instead of me going by my regular name, I shortened my regular name to TMal.
Yeah.
But because my last name is Mallory. So I wanted to create an acronym for the name TMal. So I thought about myself and what I represent when I spit. So I was like, I pride myself in lyrics.
Right.
I always, looked at myself as one of the greatest lyricists. So I came up with the acronym, the most anticipated lyricist. And that's what TMal stands for, the most anticipated lyricist.
Okay.
And as I was calling myself that, like, I used to always call myself the Hood King, in my songs and stuff like that, King of the Hood, stuff like that. So I actually made a mixtape called King of the Hood. And once I did that, everybody started calling me Hood King. So I reinvented myself because during all that time, I used to wear like braids and stuff, but I had little short braids like come right there to the tip.
Oh, you was with braids then? Huh?
Yeah. And they wouldn't grow no more. They stopped like right here. They stopped like right below a nigga ear and shit.
Right.
And just stopped growing and shit. So I reinvented myself and I got my hair twisted, got it dreaded up and everything. And since so many people was calling me Hood King after the King of the Hood mixtape dropped, I just incorporated that with my name. So it went from TMal to TMal Hk.
Oh, okay.
So the most anticipated lyricist, Hood King.
Hood King.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The most, all right, then it said the most
anticipated lyricist,
Hood King. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where the TMal Hk and all that come from.
Right.
Okay, makes sense now. Okay, cool. All right, so who was your influences growing up in music?
Oh man. When I was growing up, man, it was all about LL Cool J.
You was an LL fan?
What? Shit,
okay.
I'm bad, all that, man. I'm talking about, it was by LL Cool J, Run DMC, Big Daddy Kane, and the ones down this way was the Ghetto Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Then, of course, out west, it was NWA, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was crazy about Eazy-E, bro.
So you had artists you like in East Coast?
Oh yeah,
right.
Oh yeah, I just love great music. You know what I'm saying? And if you got some lyrics, cause back in the day, niggas pride themselves on lyrics like I do right now to this day.
Yeah,
so
me too.
all them artists I just call out, like they was on them lyrics. You know what I'm saying? LL got bars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dre, NWA had bars, and they were talking about street shit at the same time.
Right.
You know, Big Daddy Kane, one of the best lyricists of all time.
A lot of people don't mention his name when they talk about that.
Hey, that's why I'm giving him his flower right now.
Right.
So if somebody see this that know Big Daddy Kane straight up, let them know, man. I'm giving him his flower. I love Big Daddy Kane, bro.
Right.
He one of the greatest lyricists of all time, bro.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
Yeah, but so you know, that's what I pride myself in, man. Them bars, man. So I grew up, but Eazy-E was my favorite though. Like, cause to me, Eazy-E was Tupac before Tupac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? Cause I grew up, like I said, you know, like on the positive side, like most of us and all that. So. Yeah, I can relate to them kind of guys. Ghetto boy though, definitely from the South and all that. Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. So so you grew up on some good variety of music and different things like that. What about R&B?
Oh man, R&B, man, shit. I love Anita Baker.
Oh yeah, okay.
One of my favorites though is Regina Bell, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
you know, like back in the day,
underrated voice.
Cause I love Whitney Houston, and like back then. You know, everybody had their rival. And like the closest thing to a Whitney Houston would have been Regina Bell. Then. It's like McDonald's and Burger King type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
and Deborah Cox.
Oh yeah, now Deborah Cox
she gets up there with Whitney.
Yeah, cause she actually
she
was
did
singing on the Whitney song.
Yeah, on the Whitney
movie.
On the Whitney movie.
Yeah, she was all them songs she was singing.
Yeah,
she sounded just like Whitney.
Sound just like her.
Like, that shit was dope. But yeah, like Brian McKnight, Boyz II Men, Jodeci. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that era right there, man. You know,
great
I
era,
love
man.
That shit.
Great era. So do you feel like that? Do you feel like that type of R&B is still around, or you feel like
it's around, but it's not in the mainstream? Okay. I mean, I see more independent artists that still make that kind of music more than the mainstream. Like the closest thing we got left in the mainstream that do that kind of music would be like Kim. That dude Kim.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People like Kim. You know, maybe. Tank's still
around.
Yeah, he's still
he
kind of
pops up every now and then.
Yeah, you know, and Tyrese make good music too whenever he
feels like
stay out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stay focused.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tyrese, man. But But it's out there, but it's kind of hard to find.
So how do you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
Oh man,
do you feel like it's in good hands right now, or you feel like it needs to go back to certain things in order for it to be great?
You know, like they say, everything gonna come back around eventually, right?
Right.
Like everything from back, like bell bottoms, all that come back around. Everything come back around. So I really feel like it's actually going back toward real shit, like how we were talking about
storytelling,
real shit, like real artists with real lyrics and real situations and shit. So I kind of feel like it's finna go back that way. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it does, because where it's at right now, like I can't really rock with some of it like that. You know what I'm saying? I do what I have to do, like as far as the business side go. Like if it's an artist out there, he hot, you know, that's what they want, that's what they like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I could rock with it like that in a situation like that. But as far as me trying to adjust my sound to what they got going on, I ain't interested in that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I would say it's kind of like one of the weakest eras in music. You know
I have to say that. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Because it's not, I mean, there's not that many songs that, because you know, the eras, but even before us, there's songs that even last to this day.
Right.
They age well.
Right.
It's a lot of records now that ain't gonna age well.
Oh man, like you ain't gonna never remember none of
that.
You're not. I'm talking about like straight up.
You're not gonna remember. You're not
just like when Regulators come on, War and G and
oh man. Classic.
You already know what it is.
Regulators time.
Whose song you gonna remember like that now? Like you ain't finna just remember, man.
That's just like even when DJ Khaled redid Outkast Miss Jackson song.
Right.
We couldn't even pay attention to the new song because the only thing we hear is Sorry Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Because of the beat, like you said, the music.
Right, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, it's just this generation, man, they just different.
It's different.
Like we ain't never seen nothing like this generation. It's like sort of some of the females like kind of dressing like the guys, and like the guys dressing like the females and wearing pocketbooks and stuff. And
I don't know. It's just like when we came into hip hop, bro, it was a lot of stuff that we came up modern, like our careers, our people that we look up to, like the Big Daddy Kanes,
right?
You know, the ones that was been before us,
right.
And it's like a lot of stuff that was never accepted in hip hop is accepted now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You right.
Rapping off beat is a bad thing,
right?
But it's acceptable now.
Yeah, well, you know, everything acceptable now.
Right.
It seems, you know, like look at these videos that these people make. You know what I'm saying? Like how your boy in the news all the time, the Lil Nas X dude.
Oh yeah.
You know, all of the videos in prison with pink jumpsuits on, like. But
he has a whole culture behind him that people are afraid to speak against.
Yeah, well, you know, that to each his own, man. You know, people don't like to hear you speak about the truth, bro.
Facts.
That's another era that we living in this time and age in the world, man.
Facts.
Like people rather you lie to them or just go with the vibe or whatever in the room instead of just tell them some truth.
Facts.
You tell somebody the truth, they frown on that, they get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. They'll fall out with you, act like you did something wrong to them. You know, everything, bro. So it's like what's real is fake and what's fake is real. What's good is bad, what's bad is good. That's what's going on out here right now. It's all crazy, bro.
And I have to agree with you, man. That's totally true. That's totally true. Everything that wasn't acceptable is acceptable now.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So hopefully everything, hip hop and R&B, get back to where it was.
Yeah, I hope so, man, because I miss them good R&B songs, man.
Right.
Them motherfuckers singing about love and getting married and all that kind of shit.
Right.
Motherfuckers ain't saying about none of that shit.
None about that shit
what they talking about, bro.
So what the music scene like in Albany?
Oh, man, Albany music scene is dope, man. We got so many dope artists down there, but a lot of them won't speak on each other, bro. But I'm finna do it because
y'all do got some people that actually made it from there. Phil Mob.
Yeah, you know that's where Phil Mob from. Shout out Sean and Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Southern Clique. You know what I'm saying? We got Big Nard, OE. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Phil Mob, Big Nard, OE, and the campaign from Albany. They about to do a show with Goody Mob. It's a show with Goody Mob coming to Albany in November. I think it's November the 28th, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah. It would have been even doper if they would have had me on there. But that's another story. I'm still showing love. You know what I'm saying? Cause I support everybody regardless. You know what I'm saying? We from the same place. We got the same goal with the same dream, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been.
So is Albany a music city?
Oh yes, definitely.
It is.
Everybody in their mama rap in Albany. Or sing or do something. You know what I'm saying? But $1 Man Jar, free $1 Man Jar, the fad way, you heard me. Shout out to that boy, Hot Boy, Big Hot. He got the single out right now called Nat Nat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go on YouTube, Nat Nat, get on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's a lot of dope artists. Like I said, the campaign, I got them on the remix to my single that's out right now, 94 Flood Water. Yeah, the campaign just did over 500,000 streams, man.
Oh, that what's up.
Yeah.
So do you feel like y'all city need a lot more attention than what it's getting?
Yeah, well, definitely, man. We got people down there that trying to shed some light, that help shed some light on the city. Like, we got this guy named Hustler Rue, man, another artist down there.
Okay.
He doing his thing, man. You know, he got New Hustle Entertainment and all that. He be dropping ciphers and shit.
Right.
He just dropped the third cipher. It got Smoke at the end, Smoke from Field Mall.
Okay.
So he always try to put somebody like legendary at the end.
So
even though he still ain't got TMal Hk at the end of there yet. But he tried to shine the light on the city and like the younger artists and shit like that. But he showed love to like a legend of the city at the end of each one of those.
I like that, man.
Ciphers. So
that's
hopefully I can get in on cipher number 4 if you're watching Hustler Rue.
Right. and then you as well, like you doing the music, you have your brands, different platforms,
right,
podcasts, and you doing some things and trying to light the city, and you're acting.
That's right. I got my record label, Hood Rage Records, man. You know what I'm saying? I actually just signed a deal. I signed a deal a few months ago, actually with Sony.
Yeah.
However, just recently my contract was acquired from Sony by Empire. So just now got through signing some paperwork with Empire like literally yesterday. Empire is like one of the hottest new labels and distribution companies out there right now.
Hottest.
Yeah. They got like Snoop Dogg, Iggy Azalea. You know what I'm saying?
They've been out for a while.
Yeah. Even that new Mo3 song, that Come Outside song, everybody saying, Empire, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Empire, man, Hood Rage. This your boy TMal Hk, you heard me? But yeah, man, so I'm doing showcases around the city, trying to shed some light on the artists and stuff, cause there's so many great artists in Albany, man, like dope, like straight up. So I'm doing my part, trying to have like showcases around there so they can get seen and get the publicity that they need. Then like for the winners and shit, I'm giving them like studio time to record a single. They get like 30-day radio play with a couple of radio stations around that area, and yeah, video shooting, stuff like that, man. So that's what I'm doing on my end to try to help the artists in my city, you know what I'm saying, on the art part. But I'm also filming a podcast called First Blunt of the Day with TMal Hk, where people can come on the show, any black business owners and all that, artists, models, whatever. They can come on my podcast and promote themselves and let people know what they got going on, man. And I got a web series called Benny Boulevard.
Yeah, Benny Boulevard. Yeah. You got a couple episodes in already.
Yeah. Actually, I'm waiting on episode 2, which should be done today in the editing room. So I'm about to release episode 2 this upcoming week, man. But so that's a show. It's a spinoff of a show called Atlanta Avenue. That's where I made my acting debut on Atlanta Avenue.
So that was your first acting thing ever?
Yeah.
So what made you want to get into the acting?
Shit, man. I mean, I've always liked to be in front of the camera, in front of people. You know, right. From growing up being an artist,
artist and stuff.
Yeah. So I like watching people act, man. And I said, shit, I wonder if I could do that shit. And I love a challenge. So I started. I took one acting class in my life, but it was like probably about 12, 13 years ago. It was like one class. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I never took another class in person again. So what happened in 2016 is this guy named Kenji. Shout out to Kenji, man. King Vision. He reached out to me, man, about this movie that he had called Die With a Lie. Die With the Lie.
Die With the Lie. I like that. That's
that was finna be a dope movie too, man. And he wrote the movie up, and he told me he wanted me to be one of the stars of the movie and everything. So I take everything seriously, you know what I'm saying? When I'm finna do something, especially when I'm finna be in front of cameras and a lot of people finna be seeing me. So I started taking online acting classes, online acting tutorials on YouTube and stuff like that. Like it's like teachers and stuff in Cali that have their classes and they film their class on YouTube.
Right.
So it's like the students sitting there watching the teacher and I'm sitting there watching my TV. It's like I'm in the class just like the students are. So I'm sitting there going over all the practices and stuff like that, learning everything that he teaching in class, you know what I'm saying? So I did that to learn that role for the Die With the Lie movie. So a couple of years go by and we still never did that movie, but I'm still constantly working on my craft, trying to get good, teaching myself how to cry on cue, all that kind of stuff. I've done that successfully like 3 times. Like
that's a hard technique to do.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of different ways you can do it though. Like I learned probably about 7 to 8 different ways to do it, and I just used the one that worked for me. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But so in 2019, that's when I saw the guy Drizzle Dollar. They got the show Atlanta Avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bumped into him in Albany or in Atlanta?
Nah, I saw it on YouTube. Okay. Because I'm always on YouTube.
Right.
So he had this show called The Apartments first, called The Apartments, where he was like in the apartment complex and all that. So then Atlanta Avenue came about. So I noticed it was the same dude from The Apartments, like that. So I just started showing love because I seen him on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? So I just showed love. I was like, man, I like that show you got, Apartment. Right. I like that show Atlanta Avenue. I told him I'm an artist because he an artist first too, just like I am. So I said, man, I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying, from Albany, Georgia, but I want to get into the acting thing, and I've been, you know, practicing, taking little acting classes like that. So he said, I'm gonna fuck with you. But you know, everybody say that. So when he said that, I'm like, man, that nigga probably ain't gonna fuck with me for real.
Right.
But a nigga like kept it 100 and shit, man. Like, and to this day, man, I ain't got not one bad thing to say about that guy, man. Like, that's one of the realest dudes I met in my life, though, on some real shit.
Right.
Shout out to Drizzle Dollar, man. But the man called me, it probably was about a month, maybe a month and a half later. Right. But he hit me back in the inbox, and he was like, can you come to Atlanta, like, Wednesday? It might have been, like, Monday then. So I'm like, yeah, I just got to get a ride. So I had to try to scramble to get myself together right to be able to be there and everything. So I got there, and he gave me my shot on episode 9 of Atlanta Avenue.
That's when you came in. Your debut was on episode 9.
Yeah, on episode 9, that was my debut on Atlanta Avenue. It's on YouTube right now. Y'all want to check it out. Right now, it got over 200,000 views, man, on that episode. Right. So when he saw what I did on there, he gave me another opportunity on episode 12. And then next thing you know, I was on 13 and 15 like that right there. So that right there is what put me in the game right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people started seeing me on there. And then I started getting like inboxes and stuff from other directors, like this director named Noodles. Yeah, Noodles.
Shout out Noodles.
Yeah, shout out to Noodles, man. You know, she, my New York homie. You know, I met her in ATL. She was on the show Atlanta Avenue as well. You know what I'm saying? So me and her had a couple episodes on Atlanta Avenue, and she was telling me about this new show that she was finna put out called Run It Up. And Run It Up is actually out right now. Mm-hmm. Actually, episode 5 just premiered today, man, at 1. It come on every Friday at 1 on YouTube, man, on the Show Cheese channel. That's SHO Cheese.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Show Cheese, you know what I'm saying? Every Friday at 1. So I'm on episode 1, 2, and 3 of Run It Up right now. So 4 and 5 is out right now. Y'all need to check that out, man. But yeah, I ran into Noodles, and she introduced me to that show, and that's how I got on Run It Up. And then when I was on that set, I met this guy named J.Paul. Yeah, and J.Paul, he's an artist also. He got songs with Slim Thug, Lucci, Jadakiss, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I met him in Atlanta when I was on the set of Run It Up. And he said that he had a movie finna come out based on this book that he got. He got a book called Street Genius. So the book is one of a good selling book on Amazon books and all that. So he wanted to make a movie based on the book. So he asked me, did I mind being in his movie, because he liked what I did on Run It Up in Atlanta Avenue. So I was like, yeah, I do it. That'll be my first movie. Right. So yeah, I did it, and it's out right now too. It's on his channel on YouTube. That's J-A-B-O Entertainment, J.Paul ENT. So you can go to J.Paul ENT and watch the movie Street Genius the movie.
Street Genius the movie. Okay.
Yeah. So you know, I played like a hitman sort of character for like a drug lord. Right. Yeah. So that's what my character is on there. So it's kind of dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So you know, from there, it just kept going
like snowball effect.
Yeah. I started. I heard about this lady named Felicia Rivers. She had reached out to me and say she saw me on something. I don't know if it was Atlanta Avenue.
She probably saw you on Lawyer. Not a Lawyer, but a Noodles movie.
Oh, okay. Noodles. Yeah, I could have
Scare Wrong Ones.
Wrong Ones. Okay.
Wrong Ones.
Yeah, she saw me on something and she reached out to me, and I introduced myself to her, and I sent her a couple of pictures or whatnot, and she was telling me about upcoming films that she was having going on and all that. So that's how I met Felicia, man. And Felicia Rivers, she one of the dopest directors in the world right now. Yeah. You know, she got a lot of great movies, man. Right. You know, and she took a chance on me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I got in a couple of her films she was giving me opportunity to be in that I couldn't get to her at the time because I had so much other stuff going on, like
other projects and music and stuff.
Yeah, trying to do wear a lot of hats and shit, man. At the same time, you know. So
how you balance that? Like at the end of the day, music gonna always be your number one. Right. So how? Because I had to do the same thing. You have to reinvent yourself, and I know at some point it's like that's the hurtful thing to do that. Right. You got to put something you've been doing your whole life to the side and focus on other things. How did you come across? Like, how did you cope with that?
Well, I think the way I do it is I'm always listening to more music. I listen to music that I already got, and I listen to I might have some beats. I just keep listening to those beats and keep coming up with songs at the same time while I'm trying to learn the script. You know what I'm saying? So I come up with the song, but I still might wait until I go to the studio because I got to focus on these scripts and stuff.
And you got to your vibe have to be right.
Right.
Yeah, I got you. Right.
So, you know, it's kind of challenging, you know, at times, especially when I'm trying to be a director at the same time, like film the Benny Boulevard show. I'm writing all this stuff myself.
You're a writer yourself.
Right. So I'm writing TV show. I'm writing my own TV show. Then I got to try to write a song. You know, then I got to try to read the script and remember this script for the movie I'm finna go film. Right. And then I'm on a TV show in Atlanta when I got to go do a movie in South Carolina. So them two different characters. So one character I got to be silly on a comedy movie or something. And then another character I got to be serious on. Right. So it's like.
Then you got to learn. Then you got other scripts on top of that.
Right.
That you gotta learn.
Yeah, man. I mean, but I stay prayed up.
Right.
You know, first and foremost, I keep God in everything first in my life.
Right.
So he make a way, man.
But you already know, but just doing the filming now, you just know once it actually takes off, you really ain't gonna have time.
Right.
Because you're gonna have bigger budget films, bigger movies, like where you really gotta put on your A game.
Yeah.
You know, all your attention gonna be in that.
Right.
I already know, because I know that you like things to be right way, certain way, and you already know if you got a movie and they casting you with Will Smith or something like that.
Right. Right.
Nothing else matter but that movie.
Right there, ain't thinking about nothing else. Yeah, I can't write no songs or none of that right now. I can't do no shows. That's another thing. I'm out here performing, doing shows and all that at the same time. So you know, it's a lot, but God don't put too much on you that you can't bear. Right. And at the end of the day, this is what I prayed for. So I don't complain about nothing. I just keep going. You know.
Right.
I just finished a movie with Felicia Rivers called Carolina Dreams. Yeah.
Right. With Nicki Natural.
Nicki Natural on there. Yeah.
From Love Hip Hop Miami.
Yeah. From Love Hip Hop Miami. Yeah, she dope, man.
Yeah.
And I play a character named Coins on there.
Right.
Yeah. He like a playboy. He kind of got a little paper about himself. Own a couple of businesses. You know.
Right.
It's gonna be dope, man.
Oh
you know what I'm saying? And now Loyal. We got a movie out right now called Loyal, man. Short film horror movie. Man, I'm talking about that movie doing real good. We won like 5 awards and shit. Already like 3 international film festivals and 2 over here in the States.
Shout out Donna.
Yeah, Donna Joseph, man. Shout out to Donna J, man. She wrote the hell out of that movie, man. That shit's dope. Right. You know what I'm saying?
She got a part 2 coming.
Oh yeah. And big shout out to you, nigga, J.Paul, the DemiGod, man, on the editing, man, cause that play a major role in all this, bro.
Man, like, that's the major.
Yeah, if the editing ain't right, the movie ain't right.
I tell people, man, a lot of people don't understand, like the editor's job is the last one that has to say so what goes on in the movie, what doesn't goes on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the editing is the very important thing. Oh yeah. Cause that make or break the movie.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you. And you've been doing a great job,
That's make or break the movie, man.
You've been doing a great job. We couldn't do none of this shit.
Man, I appreciate that, man. So you also just did a film with Omar Gooding.
Yeah, man. It's called Pieces, man. This is actually my first starring role in a movie. It's called Pieces, and I'm starring alongside the beautiful Alana, man. Right. Yeah, Alana, man, she dope, man, and we just knocked that out like about a week ago, last Friday to be exact. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be dope, man. You know, it's a movie. It's a movie about having your heart broken into pieces, what that feel like. You know, like manipulation and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying, to not give too much of it away, but. But it's gonna be dope. I actually play like a movie producer on the movie, you know. So that's cool.
Yeah. That was dope. Yeah. So what was your most challenging role so far?
My most challenging role so far, I guess I would have to say that one.
No, okay.
Yeah, to play I play a character named James Kelly. Right. Yeah, so I think that one might be the most challenging, mainly because in most of my films I get to do a lot of improvisation.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm good in front of, speaking with people anyway, so I can kind of come up with good stuff off the top of my head. Right. Yeah, but like with this film, I literally like 90% of everything I said was what was written.
That was written, right.
Without me improvising and stuff like that. So I had to remember more than I ever had to remember before. For 2 reasons. For one, because like I said, I usually just improvise, and for 2, because I'm actually the star of the movie. So I got like more lines than almost anybody else besides Alana. Right. Yeah, so that was the most challenging, Right. Yeah, but I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, you did pretty good. You did awesome.
Thank you.
You did awesome, man. You did an awesome job, man. Awesome job, man.
And shout out to Omar, man, for the feature, man, on the appearance on the movie, man. That's dope. My first starring role in the movie. And to have someone of his caliber on the movie, man, and his stature, man.
Yeah, that was major.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, major. Especially be for your first leading role.
Right, my first leading role, and I got Omar Gooding on there, bro. Like so, Baby Boy and Family Time, like all the great stuff this man is known for, man. Like it's just a blessing, man. I just feel so fortunate and I'm grateful, man. I'm humble.
Right, man. Right. More to come. More to come. Stay humble. Stay blessed up, man.
For sure.
Blessed up. All right, so man, so what are some updates coming as far as new music? You got some new projects, other stuff coming up.
Okay, well, since we on the movie thing right now, I'll speak on that first. Then I'll tell you about my music. And
right.
All. But I'm actually doing a movie tomorrow called Toe Tag, which will be my second starring role in the film.
Right.
I'm playing the character that goes by the name of Toe Tag as well. So it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that hard for me to play this character because he's more like who I am as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like street guy, like from my past for the most part. Cause, I came a long way and made a lot of different changes in my life from who I used to be.
Right.
Yeah. So this character here is more of the person I used to be.
Right.
Versus who I am now. You know, so I could channel that. I feel like I can, and it should be pretty interesting. It's a Noodle Game production. Shout out to Noodles.
Shout out Noodles.
Yeah, Noodles Game production, man, and directed by Felicia Rivers and all that. Right, it's gonna be dope, man. Written by Donna Joseph. So
shout out Donna J.
Yeah,
Donna J making her. She making her impact on the writing game.
Trying to tell you, she held with that pen, man. So yeah, that's gonna be dope. And then more episodes will run it up. And like I was saying earlier, episode 2 of Benny Boulevard about to get ready to drop. So if y'all haven't seen episode 1, it's out right now on my YouTube channel, TMal Hk 229. You know what I'm saying? TMal Hk 229. You can see my my music videos. All the new music, all the new TV shows, all the movies on there. I got a couple of movies on there. I shot a movie called Toy Soldiers. That's actually the first movie that I ever wrote myself, filmed myself, and edited myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called Toy Soldiers. It's a short film. You know what I'm saying? About a bunch of little bad kids in the hood that made their own game.
Is it already out?
Yeah, it's out right now on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. It's about a group of kids that I put together to form a gang called Toy Soldiers. Yeah, it'd be running around the city like with Soldier Rat. You know how Cash Money used to have them camouflage Soldier Rat?
Baller block and all that.
That's the kind of bandanas that they have on. They call Toy Soldiers. So that's out right now, and you can see all that on my YouTube channel. But I got an album out right now, bro. My album is out right now. It's called The Myth and Legend of South Central. Yeah, it's the album I just put out. I put it out at the end of last year, 2020. It's dope, man. Got 12 songs on it. Got a single out right now called 94 Flood Water.
Flood Water, yeah.
94 Flood Water. The video is out right now on my YouTube channel, same YouTube channel, TMal Hk 229. And the remix with the campaign that I was speaking on earlier, that video is out right now. It just came out last month, actually. So y'all can see both of those videos and a couple of more videos from the album Used to the Pain and the intro. I got a video for the intro. It's called The Myth and Legend of South Central intro. Yeah, so that's what I got. And I'm working on a mixtape right now. A new mixtape called New Day, New Rule. So,
New Day, New Rule?
New Day, New Rule, yeah. Hood King returned with New Day, New Rule. So that's coming soon right there. And more episodes of Benny Boulevard is on the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Dino, man. Dino Tarantino in ATL, man. I'm on a show called Fragile. It's a new TV series. Yeah, it's called Fragile. It's in production right now in Atlanta, man. And
so you got a couple things. We also got to finish Reefer, Part 2.
Reefer, Part 1. Reefer Part 1 is out right now, man. Y'all need to check that out. Y'all can just type in the word Reefer, REEFER, or y'all can put in J.Paul the DemiGod. Y'all can go J.Paul the DemiGod on YouTube, hit subscribe button, or just type in REEFER.
Right.
Part 1 is out right now, man. It's like about 14,000 views strong, man. And it's dope. I play a character on there called C-Note. Yeah, man.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, man. I got a brother on there. I got 2 brothers on there, but one of them name is Uncle Tremaine, man. He's hilarious. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like my big brother, his name is Devin. Yeah, so we ain't on the same page though. Like me and Uncle Tremaine, we kind of on the same page and shit. But Devin, he's different. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Cause how the baby boy always be connected with the middle boy.
Yeah.
Like one is in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's a funny movie. It's a dark comedy, man. Yeah. And it's awesome, man. And we're working on part 2 right now.
Part 2, working on part 2.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff. We got, you know, me, you got some work on the way. You got that. Also got bread and butter.
Yes, bread and butter, man.
You gonna be playing a Haitian?
Yeah, a Haitian American man on this movie called Bread and Butter. I don't know what his name is yet, but I'm waiting on that. Once I get the name, I can start becoming more of this person. But I've already been on YouTube already, like trying to get the accent down. You know, and learning how to count. I was like learning how to count from 10 to 1 in Creole and Haitian.
Give us a little example if you can.
Well, the only one I can remember right now is 10, and it's like Dees.
Dees?
Dees. It's like DEES. Oh, okay. Like that. It's like Dees. That means 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like I can't remember all of them, but
you gonna have them ready by the end though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a part of the movie where I actually would like to incorporate that if it's all right with the writer.
Right.
And everything. But yeah, it's like I wanted, you know, I saw, because I had a vision, like when I was small, like it's a small version of this character on this movie. Like his dad or somebody was counting down from 10, teaching him how to count when he was little, like that. But then like in the movie, I saw a point where like he was dying or something like that, and it's like he was counting down. He remember, you know how you dying, your life flashed before you. You remember, like he remember when his dad was teaching him to count 10 to 1 and stuff like that. It's like he started counting 10 to 1 and he fucking died.
He died as a shit.
My mind be everywhere, man. When I be trying to be, you know,
that's just the writer in you. That's the creative mind that you have.
Right.
So because you're a writer.
Yeah, so I was thinking that would be dope. You know, so I've been trying to learn those numbers and stuff like that. But yeah, I believe that movie is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be really awesome.
Yeah, man.
Really awesome.
Yeah.
So okay, man. All right, before we slide off on NewbieVeT, man, any love you want to shout out, and how can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, man. First of all, I just want to shout out NewbieVeT TV straight up for real for having me, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. I want to shout out that boy Dark Chain, man.
Shout out DC Dark Chain Entertainment.
Yeah, man, Dark Chain, man. That's a solid dude right there, man. He look out for me and stuff like that, man, and shit like that. So we need good people like that in the world, man. You know, he helped me be able to get some of these movies done, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that right there. So I want to shout him out, man. I want to shout out the vice president of my record label, Hood Raised Records, LLC, Reginald Baldwin. Shout out to Reggie B, man. He do a lot for me, man. That man done a lot for me since I was like 19 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he part of the reason why I'm sitting right here before you. You know what I'm saying? By helping me get my brand out there and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of my brand, www.hoodraised.com. I got merchandise and music. All my music is on there. All my albums, singles, everything's at www.hoodraised.com. I got the merchandise out right now. T-shirts, pants, jeans, shower curtains, everything Hood Raised. You know what I'm saying? So just go to www.hoodraised.com and shop for music and merchandise if you're trying to fuck with the brand and show some support. You know what I'm saying? Got book bags and everything, man, for the kids. You know, phone cases, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So my YouTube channel again is TMal Hk 229. TMal Hk 229 on Instagram is at TMal Hk. At TMal Hk. That's on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And yeah, man, like new mixtape on the way, new day, new rule. You know what I'm saying? All of that. New movies on the way, y'all already know. Run It Up, new episodes of Run It Up, and Benny Boulevard. They coming, man. They coming. I want to shout out my mama too, man. Shout out to my mama, man. I love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I told you. I'm gonna get you that house. I'm still gonna get you that house. It ain't long. It ain't long from here. I promise you, baby. It's coming.